Hey, hello everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. So today I'm going to be making a video about all the cool stuff that the Million Dollar Margin Club has or is about to put out. And I also will be showing the rating systems that people keep asking about that are in these books. I also will be showing you where they are on the videos. And then tomorrow I'll be releasing a video, unless something happens, that is for beginners about the very beginning of the RV strategy, how to lay it out and how to set it up. And I'll try to cover the open strategy and the escalator strategy as well. So it'll be a long video. So if you're not interested in the books or the rating systems or, the new books that are out, because there's a bunch of cool books that I wanted to go over about the traders that are in them that have been in worldwide competitions. And the Million Dollar Margin Club is excuse me, has basically really put together some of the best traders that are out there through many, many years, and then put their strategies into these little short books that I'm about to show you that are basically getting you to logbooks based on futures and FOREX and options and crypto and penny stocks as well as stocks. So I'll go over those briefly and show you the insides of some of these. Now, this is the one that's about, so I'll just start right now. So that's what's coming up. So I know some of you just want to see trading, so I wanted to get it out. There will be no live trading. I might do some analysis, but probably mostly this is about getting into these strategies that are in these books that I highly recommend that you read and get into them, even if you look them up online only. I'm just going to put that disclaimer up. Even though I'm not trading, just in case somebody says, I got this information here and I lost a family farm and he needs to die. Sorry, make sure you read that. It already happened once, people. So of all the people that I have nowhere near the followers, and yet it happened to me. So I can only imagine it happened to a lot of these other influencers or traders. Anyway, so this is a really cool book. I wanted to talk about it. It's coming out very soon. This is Day Trading Volume 2, and it's all about candlestick patterns with accuracy ratings for all of them. Backtesting was done with all of them, and the sources. It wasn't just the Million Dollar Margin Club or ChatGPT or Google that found all these rates, but all these other authors that have written books and all this other information that's out there was all pooled together to get these accuracy ratings. And it's basically every candlestick pattern out there that you're going to come across. And I remember when I was learning candlestick patterns, I took it very seriously. I had a friend with me, and we used to take morning hikes, and we made up our own flashcards, and then we would test each other. Like, you'd show the pattern real quick, you'd have to name that pattern, or you'd name a pattern, you'd have to describe how many candles made that pattern. And doing it that way, it really put it to memory. Flashcards are very helpful. So what has happened in this book is down here, not only do you have the candlestick patterns that show the individual patterns and what to look for and their rating system, but it also has them in charts as well, so you can identify them. Then it has all these puzzles or games, like you have to pick out how many patterns are in this chart that you can find, that it has an answer key, and there's a lot of those, so it makes it you really learn within a chart. So the games are kind of fun. And then it has flashcards. The book's designed, it's an 8.5 by 11 book. The book's designed that in the back of the book, you cut out these pages, shows little scissors, and you make your own flashcards. The answers are on the back if you follow the little dotted lines to cut out. And I suggest I would take out a whole page and laminate those pages down at the copy shop or printers that you have near you. They have laminate machines there at Staples or Office Max or all those places, and then cut them out after they're laminated, and then make all these little cards, because it covers just about every single pattern you would come across. It's mostly centered on day trading and scalping, like those ones you really need to see, and then the accuracy rating. So this book is designed to teach as in most of the things that the $1 Million Margin Club puts out. So if you learn these patterns, you're going to have an edge on knowing when you come across, when you're like, if you're trading the RV strategy and look at support and resistance, like look at the pattern. Is that a bull flag or a bear flag or abandoned baby or 3 white knights? Or, there's so many patterns, guys, that would help you decide. And then if it's not confirmed on the pattern, immediately just get out, because the pattern's telling you like, okay, it didn't confirm this pattern. It's one more reason that it's going to drop off this support or resistance line on whatever type of a strategy you're using. So this is a really cool book that's about to come out. So you should look for that. I love the artwork too. So anyway, so I'm going to, across the screen here I have, you probably can't see it I hope you can see. Oh, you can't see that whole thing. Let me pull this down. See if you can see it. No, I got to stretch it out. Well, you can see that what was under my picture. That's annoying. It's going to be under my picture. That's what was under my picture. So I'll go to the next one here. So yeah, unfortunately my picture's in the way here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can make this better for this one time, because I'm not going to. Oh yeah, but I do have a Thinkorswim under here with my account information. So I can't move my picture. Okay. Well, I'll try to stretch down. So this is the companion book. I thought I might open up the platform and talk about some stuff. So I actually have it behind here. And if I move my picture, then you'll see my account information. So, and as you know, I've already been hacked once, and I'm not going to go through that again. I love how TD Ameritrade, well, Schwab has, and I'm not going to say it out loud because now you can record my voice too, but whatever. But you have to use your voice to get into your account now. And they have like a triple verification and all this stuff. So that's kind of cool. Unless you just never log out, and that's a little dangerous. But anyway, so this is a companion book. I think most of you know about this. This came out to Day Trading Volume 1. This came out, and what it offered inside was this cool stuff. So I'll just briefly go through these. So there's advertising for the other books, and then there's the legal stuff. And then it has, this is a very short book because it's a companion book. So then it talks about, what the Day Trading Volume 1 is, and then the things you should understand, just the basic stuff in case you didn't get that book, but you could use this without, you could use this rating system I'm about to show you without buying the first book. I would highly advise you get the first book or watch the video I have, because I go page by page. That's actually one of the reasons that I wanted to show you right here. So these are my episodes. I love this one where they're building, the bull and the bear are building a house with candlesticks. It's the perfect 1 minute layout. Hey, I got to get my enjoyment. I can get my enjoyment. So this is all this, and I don't have an assistant that looks like her, and that is not what I look like. But this is the Dolly, whatever, on ChatGPT that they're starting to create some of the thumbnails for. So there's all kinds of fun you can have with them. So you're going to see more of those. I was giving them some ideas that see this new one just came out. There's a bull and a bear driving an RV. So I have this idea of all these themes where they're going to be in different, the bull and the bear are going to be going to different places on the RV strategy. So whatever. Like I said, I got to have my fun. But down here, here we go. Episode 82. So if you go to episode 82 and you don't have the money, that's $24.95. This has a lot of the information, and pretty much all of it if you pause, and you can get everything you need. And I'm okay with that. $1 Million Margin Club probably isn't thrilled, but look, the idea is we're teaching, right? So as much as you can learn, and then that's how we get our fulfillment. However, since they do have a staff now, Bind does support them, and that's great if you want to do that. So that's that. So in the companion book, the cool thing is right here. Now you have the criteria to how we get to our RV stocks right on the same page that you log. So this is some examples are here, and then there's an example trade. But then here's how the sheets are. I just shows one here, but there's hundreds of them, and a little bit more room to log. And then you can kind of figure out. What I would do is I'd watch that video that shows how to Oh, what did I do? Did I lose the... Oh, it's up here. No, I don't know what I did with it. I lost it anyway. Oh, no, it's behind here, right? Yeah, so I would watch the video that how to judge the market, which is... Oh, it might take me forever to find it. So, but there's a video on here. I think it's an earlier one, like in the 20s or 30s episode number, that shows you which, that if you follow those steps, you can get a good prediction as which way the market's going to go any given day. Obviously, it's just a prediction. It can't be guaranteed. But you start with that, and then you rate your stocks. And I get a lot of questions. How do I find my stocks? Well, I rate them using this. And I will trade stocks that are only 4 and 5, but I'm looking for 8 or 9 or 10. I'm looking up here. And it tells you what you should, what you should try to get. But, and these things really do matter. This is based on what we found over time. The more of these you could get lined up, then the better chance you had of doing scalping. Or somebody called it, I used the term for the first time myself, discretionary trading. So when you get in and you don't have a specific strategy and you're kind of in the range, so that's a strategy. RV is a strategy. But then when you're freestyling, that's a lot like no strategy. You're just you're using those lines, and in between those lines, it's like discretionary trading. I say now it's just good scalping, and basically you need to scalp. And so these things will help you figuring out what's the best stock for that kind of volume and action. Like you try to pick those stocks for those times that it's in between those channels. Like in the $1 Million Margin Club, a lot of the traders, they only want like 75-cent dollar channels. They don't bring it down like I do on those videos. So anyway, this is the companion book when you run out of... I wasn't expecting many of these to sell, but they started to sell, they are telling me, I think because people just buy them together, or maybe it's the gift season. So anyway, now we're going to get into the other things I wanted to talk about, which are the cool new books. So I'm going to just go right over and start with options. So this is the option cover, and I have no idea why it's so super small right here. Why did it shrink so much? Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is wicked cool because this is, if you're into options, this is wicked cool. So I know some of the club members are into options and a lot of stuff. When I'm not that much into them. I mean, I look at options like they're really good. If you don't have the enough capital, then look, that's not the only reason to trade options, obviously. It's a whole different style and field of trading. I first thought of it's like, well, if you don't have the capital, options is a way to do it. But I did have the capital, so I didn't get into options that much. But it's not the only reason, obviously, to trade options. But this is the thing you're going to see in every one of these books is that there are 4 different there's 4 traders singled out. And then their profitable strategies have been used in worldwide competition either by them or other people. And then they have the rules that professional traders follow, understanding options in today's market, the guidelines to follow, watch lists and criteria for the professionals use, and then option-specific log entry data designed by the $1 Million Margin Club. This is proprietary information that they have copywritten or is about to be copywritten. That we found, I looked too, that these logbooks aren't set up. We couldn't find a single logbook that was specifically for these different categories I'm going to talk. They were very general, and there was a lot of cut and paste and a lot of repeat books that people were just throwing out there like, I want to call them trashy books because they were just copying other people, and it seemed like the person that first put it out there that everybody copied didn't really know how to do it. So, if you're going to do a logbook, why not do it where it's really specifically for what? So when we first put out day trading, the day trading logbook and journal, everything was combined. So, and actually, I should bring that over. Let me bring that over right now. Let me just bring that over. Yeah. So this book everything was combined. And this is the very first book that I was involved in before they spun off with a publishing company. And now they have their own LLC company, the $1 Million Margin Club. So although I am involved a little, it is a completely separate entity. So this was the very first book that I worked in and helped put out together. And then this is the interior of that book. I guess it must be over here somewhere. I don't know. And just to go brief, I mean, most of you have probably seen this. This was really a piece of art. What it got into a logbook that nobody had ever had, daily analysis steps for equities, what you go through. This is like sort of how you figure out which way the market's going. This is actually just like the video tells you. So that book, however cheap I don't know how cheap it is, but it's pretty cheap, has stuff that no other book has, like specifically for trading stocks. But they will work for other things, and it does have the rating system for the open strategy. So again, I get asked these questions all the time. It's one of the reasons I'm going over these books that have been here before or are coming out again. So this is the rating system used. And then it goes a day trading plan, which I highly recommend you do. That's a watercolor behind it, like a bull and a bear. And then it has here it is, just all on its own. And then it has a place to put notes, like a chart. And then it has the log sheets. Now, these are designed to trade anything because it has pairing and strike price and expiration date. So you can see that it's for currency as well as options. You have the pip over here, but it can be adapted for anything. So it's a great all-purpose logbook, mostly designed by stock traders. This stuff was added in so more people would grab it and log, but it's lacking in the specific it needs if you're trading Forex or options. So now that gap has been filled with these other books. But this book in itself that started it all, it has the open strategy and a lot of other cool stuff, how to set up your charts and, how to find out which way the market's going. And, it's just a great, cheap book that I would highly recommend getting. And then before I move on, let me put this in too. This is that's not it. Sorry. So obviously most of you, everybody, I hope has this. And I just talked about this a minute ago, the $1 Million Margin Club. This is Day Trading Volume 1. So much blood, sweat, and tears went in this book to explain the RV strategy in a way that nobody has really done it before. And I just showed you the episode to get that on. If you don't want to spend the $24.95 and just literally watch the video, you can get all this information. What's so cool about this is that when you buy other stock books online, they don't go through, from the beginning to the end on a specific strategy. They give it sort of in a global speak. They're not going to really show you. We couldn't find that. So what happened in this book is it's a workbook. And I'll just briefly show the inside before I get back to the new one. So it's all the way at chapter 13, but it has some ratings and flags here, but it talks about the RV strategy and the $1 Million Margin Club and how it can be traded anywhere in the world. There's a lot of people from, we have a lot of members from all over the world. And then these are the things that it covers, which is really a step-by-step of understanding time and sales and consolidation and the different, the different indicators you need to trade this strategy or a range-bound strategy, and then understanding your risk and emotions, and then, how to prepare. And then it literally walks you through how to set up your charts and then how to trade, which is just so these are all the different things it goes into here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because you can watch a whole video about this or just get the book. And it has the perfect layout in here as well. And then goes into detail about how to use time and sales and level 2. There's a lot. I mean, this is really helpful stuff. I mean, even if you print out some of these pages and tape them around, or cut them out of the book or whatever. But I remember when I first started, I had notes all over, I bought the most expensive setup. I didn't just buy one computer and learn. I bought everything that I saw anybody have or anybody told me to have, and then I just started to put all these things around. And it was a long time ago, but when you didn't, when trading's changed a lot since then. But anyway, it's good to have these helpful hints. So this goes into stock consolidation. Again, I'm not going to do the whole book again, but I was trying to show you one particular thing at the end here before I go into the other book. There, it's walking you through how to set it up, and then hopefully I'm not making you dizzy here. Thought it would go faster than this. Let's see. Yeah, and then literally, like when your morning starts, stop doing that. Step one. Step one, find your stock with the scanner. Step two, mark it off. Step three, every step. And then if that wasn't enough, and then your rating system and your checklist to make sure you're ready to trade. I keep and then the things you need to remember and all the steps. And then somewhere in here, I'm trying to get to, yeah. Also the channel, how the ceiling and floors and what the channel widths are called, which is pretty important for risk management. So for any range-bound trading. So that's why this book is so helpful. Now here we go. Yeah, entry trade. So this is now it starts to go into showing you, and then let me see if I can put this side by side here. Yeah, so these pages are side by side. So it shows you when to go in and when to go out. Now obviously this is moving, and you can't really see. So there's an exact strategy on how to do it when it breaks through and then back through. Like if it broke through and then didn't continue, it's saying exit. So there's an exact strategy on how to play these support and resistance lines. It's not a random thing. So, and it's taken into account that you're looking at, frozen action here. So you have to, and there's a lot of talk about how to take that into account. I mean, the best you can. So anyway, that's in that book. So let's go back to options. So, anyway, those books were already out, and those have those rating systems. Now the options, I'm going to go into the interior here and show you what these books, a lot of these books have exactly in them. So that you're going to get the same table of contents. Then you need to if you don't understand options, this is a good place to start. One of these little cheap books that kind of walks through all the details, 10 rules about trading. Now it starts off you're going to see the $1 Million Margin Club in every of these books as one of the 4 traders. So the 3 strategies are explained. RV strategy is a little bit more in depth because you if you watch any of the videos, you're going to know about the open strategy and the escalator strategy. But the basic thing is talked about here. So these are definitely used in competition around the world, and these are the particularly range bound is. So, and it was identified, range bound was identified by AI as one of the top 5 strategies used for profitability. So, learning any range bound on the RV is really one of those better ones. And then now these are some of the most famous traders out there, and their strategies are explained in detail. So you get a lot of, and some of them are, they're old timers. But they're definitely viable strategies. So that's what's in the books. And then when you get to the pages that are side by side, which are like this, let me go to here we go. So you can see, actually this is, the cover threw this off. This is actually on the left and this is on the right. But you have your daily trading plan. You put down breaking news and all that, and your options ID, for your watch list, summary of notes. And then when you get in, this is specifically designed for options. So this is way easier to follow for long-term logging and writing your thought process. And some of the samples are filled in just to kind of show you. But so anyway, that's options. That's pretty cool. So let's go into penny stocks. Now it's the same kind of thing, so I won't take all the detail. You've got this is specifically going to go on those like $5 and under stocks, and the traders that the most famous traders that trade those that have been compiled for that, and their strategies put in here. Now this is all public knowledge, so and I recommend if you are really interested in any of these people's strategies, you should go visit their YouTube channel. buy their books, go to their website, support them, learn directly from them. And this isn't; these books aren't in any way trying to suggest that the $1 Million Margin Club is trying to take possession of a publicly known strategy. And in fact, I'm going to not say, I'm going to fall short of endorsing, because I'm day trading for success. I'm going to talk about one trader on here that I do highly respect, myself personally, but I'm not going to get into endorsing or not, taking that away. But anyway, so that's that. How do I get out of this? There we go. So that's penny stocks. Now here's inside. So inside the penny stock book, it's the same kind of thing. You're going to learn understanding the rules. The $1 Million Margin Club is going to be here. And then there he is, Ross Cameron. Now, most of you know him. That's Warrior Trading. Now, it has his 3 big strategies, and I really like him, and I use these strategies on a regular basis, and so does thousands of other people. But I would highly recommend you, and he tells you to trade in a simulator, and he's best known for these, the gap and go, and the momentum day trading strategy, and his, so he's got his different things here, trading the breakouts and pullbacks. I mean, I don't want to go through each one because I'm not going to go. And then the other one of the people I knew very early on, who's an amazingly good trader, is Timothy Sykes. So these 2 are probably names you've heard if you've done any kind of day trading. They're really big. And then Stephen Dux is one of Timothy Sykes' students who has made millions. So everybody here has made millions. These strategies are all a little bit different. I highly recommend you either look them up and follow them. I mean, I don't know about following them. I mean, you do, strategies are, everybody trades a different way. Momentum trading is a certain skill, and you should have the right equipment. I know these guys all offer their own scanners and things like that. And then, and these are well-known traders with strategies that are very well-known around the world that work for thousands of people. But it's good to see it broken down in the penny stock book, and then there's information on how to get to every one of them here. So we're actually promoting them the best way we can. I know Ross just came out with another brand new book, which is kind of cool too. So. Anyway, he's a good guy. So now we're going on to the next one, which is the stock one. So now I showed you the other book that was specifically made for stocks, but then covered everything, the day trading. So now, they really felt they needed to do one that didn't cover everything, that was just for stocks with a little bit more in depth. So again, the same thing, getting these traders that are more into day trading or longer term more than the momentum that I just showed you. So all this information is a little bit different in each one of these books. Of course, the $1 Million Margin Club's there again. Larry Williams, very well known. He designed these indicators, and famous for them. One of them was the alligator indicator. That's why there's an alligator down here, if that's what that is. He's very good. Edward Sedunke. God, I can never say his name. He was one of the early on people that got into trading, making it into something. And I'm not sure he co-authored or was written about it. I'm not sure that's correct, but I know he's in Market Wizards, which is a book I highly recommend you buy. I think it talks about who authored that and some of the other books here. But so it talks about his strategy, and it also talks about Neil Fuller's strategies. So these are all different strategies, guys, that are really worth looking into, if you want to add it onto your trading journey. So it's so great that we're able to show you these so you can look them up. But again, we always say go directly to the people. Most of them sell courses if you want to do that, or they have books or whatever other ways to get. This is one of his books. I read this book. This is a great book from Larry Williams. So, these are good people, good traders, and that's some cool artwork too. Not exactly sure what's going on with that, but that's interesting. And then here is the, it has a sample of the sample of daily guidelines before you trade, so you can kind of see what somebody in the $1 Million Margin Club might do for low share size. And then this is specifically designed for stock trading, so it's easier, more room for notes. But just for the strategies alone, guys. Now, again, you can just get them right here and pause and take a picture. So I'm giving you the info, but it's definitely worth getting the book. So let's go to futures because they're just like $12 or something. So futures, again, cool artwork and stuff, and it's going to have specifically stuff for futures. So I'm going to go right into futures here. So again, the same type of information. You understand futures, though, $1 Million Margin Club, and now you have people that were in worldwide competitions here. Paul Jones is in worldwide competitions, and all these guys, Michael Marcus and Bruce Kovner. These are all different strategies that, for futures that, so these strategies work with anything, not just futures and stuff. So, but it's specifically where they were in competition and stuff and got to be known worldwide. So again, really good stuff. The $1 Million Margin Club really pulled out the stops getting these people in here. And FOREX. So again, it's the same thing. Now you're getting into something that, I'm just starting to trade this. I was not a Forex trader, so I'm kind of getting into it a little bit. So I'm just so busy. I don't have time for much new things, but this is pairing currencies. And it talks to you about, all those guidelines and rules for that. And again, I was told that this will work with pairing currencies. So the $1 Million Margin Club, Kathy Lean is well known for this. I'm terrible at these names. Boris Schulzberg and Rob Booker. I can handle that one easy enough. So it has all their different strategies, what they're called, how, specifically how to trade them, which is cool. Again, go support them and make sure nothing's changed. So that's why all this information for them, we're giving all of them credit to put out the public knowledge that's there. So it's not like you can't find this stuff anywhere. If you knew to look for it, and then this is specifically for Forex. So again, very helpful. All these books are out now. That's why I'm doing it now for the $1 Million Margin Club. So, and if you know somebody that you trade with, it's great to surprise them and get them these cool things. There's my advertisement. So this is going to be crypto. So same type of thing with currencies. So same, again, goes through the whole thing again, and then goes in with the different people that are made crypto, their bones and crypto. So, and then their strategies. So it's some cool stuff, guys, if you're into any of that kind of trading. Now, if you're really into it, you probably know these guys and know their strategies, and you're just getting into it, it'd probably be really helpful. And then what is this one? Okay, so we went over that. So that's everything. So that's all 6 books. I'm trying to think if I have no, that's it. That went faster than I thought. So yeah, that I wanted to make sure we talked about those, and the videos I will be covering. Oh yeah, I was going to try to. I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to make the video about the entire RV strategy. I'll try to release that tomorrow. This one I'm going to release today, which is Saturday at Thanksgiving weekend. And I guess that's it. I'm trying to think. I definitely feel like I forgot something, which is typical with me, but because a bunch of the questions that were out, just to briefly think about the questions I got. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I got just a couple of trolls here. Mostly I have great reviews. I get just a couple of trolls. I never really know if they're going to be if there's something that they want to say about my trading or what the channel is, or if it's because they don't like my voice. I know some of them maybe. I think it's just 1 or 2 people. I think maybe it's because they somebody, I know one particular person lost money trading the strategy, and somehow I became at fault for that, but I won't go into that. But anyway, okay, guys, Thanks for watching. I will see you next time, and stay green out there, all right?